Step right up, let's take the dive. Crypto world is coming alive. From XRP to the blockchain beat. Join the crew, we're pioneers meet. Got builders, dreamers, paving the way. Multi-chain vibes, we're here to stay. Wanna know? Don't wait, let's go. Dip a toe, join the Web3 flow. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe, show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. Faces of crypto, stories we share. Early adopters, they're everywhere. From XRPL to the Web3 wave. Bold moves, only we're here to pave. Melissa and Simon, they light the way. Every week it's a crypto play. Wanna know? Don't wait, let's go. Dip a toe, join the Web3 flow. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe, show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. Let's crypto dance. No advice, just a spark to ignite. Do your research, keep your vision tight. Community strong, we're building the way. Dip a toe show, here to stay. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. So take a chance, don't be shy. Crypto's calling, we're reaching the sky. Join the movement, come take a look. Web3's rising, the world's been shook. Ooh.
The world's been shook. Ooh. How you doing, Simon? Happy Hump Day.
Happy hump day. You know, one of these days, you and I are going to experience forgetting about hump day. Like, what day is it? I can't wait for this. Those days
it's
are coming.
Dip a toe day, right?
It is Dip a toe day. Every day is Dip a toe day.
I know.
Real talk. In the digital asset space, every day is Dip a toe day. I'm gonna dip my toe into this. I'm gonna dip my toe into that.
Amen.
Oh yeah, amen. Ah. Word. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. You know, it's really great because it's not so hot here in Michigan.
It's hot.
It's actually a little chilly right now, so I'm kind of happy about that.
Oh, well, yeah, I hear east of the Rockies is everybody's getting some rain or something, dude. Like here on the West Coast, I'm in a spot that doesn't usually get liquid or that gets sunshine. We've had 80s and 70s, like we're tripping. Usually it's raining all the way up till the 5th of July. On the 5th of July, it's sunny and summer's on, but the 4th of July, overcast or rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on pace. We're on pace right now. I feel like we're gonna win the Triple Crown or any other. We're gonna win the World Cup like just like that, man. It's crazy.
Let's go.
It's hot. We got fans. I bought these really. Oh, okay. Oh, I wish I could share it. I don't have the ability to do it, but I went to Home Depot this past weekend, and some smart individual made these fans. Okay, just like 11-inch blade fan. It screws into your light bulb socket into the ceiling. No, that's a play. Like, dude, if you're in an apartment, college dorm room, you just squeeze that in. You're like, sweet. I got some motion in the ocean, if you will. Yeah, it's really cool. Like, we were excited. Me and Mrs. Crypto says we're all like, I'm going back to Home Depot to go buy 4 more. The things we do in heat, but
exactly.
Hey, I have another question for you though, real quick. It's on crypto.
Okay.
Did you buy more Theta yet?
No.
You gotta buy that.
I'm sure it went down even more right now.
It probably did. This is like a real good time.
I have my own bag. I know. I will. I am. Tomorrow is Friday for me because June 19th is a federal holiday now. So Do
you get the day off?
No, I don't get the day off, but I do get paid a day early. So let's go.
You're in payroll, like you're part of the financial system in some component. Like you should get the day off.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother story. We got 24 people in the house tonight. Welcome to the Dip a Toe Show. It's Faces of Crypto. There's a lot of people that have been dying for this show. They can't wait for this episode. We got a lot of cool guests. But before we get into that, who do we got in here tonight, Simon?
We got the favorable, the faves of the faves. We got Kristen Dack in the house tonight. Hello, Kristen. Who was the first,
Lady
actually?
K. The first was Tara Mike, actually.
Oh, really?
I've got him started.
We put him up on the start list. There it is. Yeah, there we go. The winner.
Tara Mike is a guest this evening, but yeah, he was chomping at the bit.
Dude, I mean, well done. Like it takes. You got to get up 2 days early to beat Silver Days, man. Straight up. William is joining us this evening. William, love you, brother. Corn XRPL is in the house tonight.
What's up,
and
Corn?
of course, our sister from another minister, Miss Makita. Kita's Brew. Go check it out, definitely.
We got Connie in the house. We
got
that
Connie.
Stones,
how are
Connie.
You?
Yeah. Yep.
Is Stone in the house, dude? I missed that.
I haven't seen Stone in the house, but we got
Thunderbird Media's in World Media's in the house tonight as well. Let's see. Zam. Mr. Zam's in the house tonight. Love you, dude. We should talk. There's Stone.
There we go. Well,
yeah, Mr. Stone's in the house tonight. And the lady that wins everything, every contest on this show,
every other contest.
We think she's got it figured out and rigged. Gone Rogue is also in the house tonight.
Let's go.
There
Susan
we go.
Rao.
There we go. There we go.
I do have a special treat, guys.
Okay.
So, and then we're gonna go in the intros.
Can we eat it?
We can't eat it, but you're gonna love it. We had a special one of our fans that love our show. They created a song for us, and I want to play it for the audience. His name is Mark Anthony. He's on X. I was blown away. One thing that I can really say that I'm so appreciative. When you listen to the words, what it says, he gets us. He gets what our mission is. So without further ado, I would love to share this song.
Yeah, man. Dip a Toe. Melissa and Simon. XRPL family. One love. One vision. Too much noise in the world today. Everybody talking, trying to find a way. Then Melissa brought a light in the night, showing people how to keep their vision bright. Simon with the wisdom, calm and strong, helping everybody learn where they belong. No false promises, no easy road, just real knowledge from the Dip a Toe Show.
Wow.
Dip a Toe, let your knowledge grow. Melissa and Simon, showing what they know. XRPL family, moving nice and slow, one step at a time, through the Dip a Toe Show. Some see a token, some see a dream, some see a future built by a team. Build us together, standing side by side, holding on to purpose through the changing tide. When the market gets rough and the road gets steep, the strong keep learning, the wise don't sleep. No hatred, no fear, no evil round here, just a community growing year after year. Melissa says learn, Simon says build. Plant a little seed, watch the future get filled. Learn, build, shine. Every little step in its own time. Dip a toe,
Man.
let your vision
Isn't it so
grow.
good?
Melissa and Simon,
Like I said,
leading
Simon.
down the road. XRPL family, let the good vibes flow. Together on the journey of the Dipper Toe Show. It's not about money, it's not about fame. It's about the people and the positive change. Dipper Toe today, watch tomorrow grow. That's the spirit living in the Dipper Toe Show.
You know, man, I think you have to switch. I think you got to switch it. That's serious right there. That's fire.
Is that not the best thing ever?
Like I need
so
that
good.
song. I need that song so I can play it through my stereo, my silence.
I'll
so when
send
I
it.
pull up to work, dude. I'm
I
just
will send
you know,
it.
that's fire.
Mark
Yeah, send that to
Anthony,
me.
shout out to Mark Anthony. During the
Yes.
show while we're chatting, I'm gonna drop his X handle in the comments. I want everybody to Mark Anthony. Not only did he write that, I mean, he wrote it and he used AI, obviously, right? But he also created that beautiful graphic, which I thought made us look quite. You looked quite dapper in that.
Man, if AI can do that to me in the real,
Yeah.
I'd pay big money for
Help
that.
me out, Mark Anthony.
If that's what stem cells do to you after a few treatments, I'm down for the stem cell treatment.
I'm telling you. So anyway, without further ado, welcome everyone to Wednesday's Dip a Toe Faces the Crypto Show, where we go beyond the charts and meet the real builders, creators, and voices shaping the XRP ledger ecosystem. Every week, we bring you unfiltered conversations with the people building and creating, pushing this space forward. No hype, just real projects and real people. And tonight we've got an absolutely stacked lineup of talent. We have the creative duo Jumbie Art and Tara Mike. They're the minds behind Spectral Art, a groundbreaking project that combines stunning digital and physical artwork with their patented spectral frames that literally make the art come alive through slow hue cycling LED lighting. As co-founders of the Spectral Art Foundation, they run live spectral sessions where community votes on prompts and watch artists create in real time, which is really cool. They're deeply embedded in the XRP ledger system, and they're minting NFTs and they're elevating digital art on the ledger. It's fantastic. I met them in Vegas. They're just fantastic. You guys are gonna love them. Next, we also have a young builder. He's making serious moves. His name is James Wood. He is the founder of Tierradex, a next generation decentralized exchange on the XRP ledger, focused on tokenizing real world assets. This high school senior, yes, I said high school senior, he is on a mission to let everyday people own fractions of physical assets like land and property. He's fresh off competing in the EZA XR pitch competition that happened in Las Vegas this past year. And he's building fast and growing his wait list every day. So we're going to hear more from him. And then we have a true XRPL icon in my world anyway, Michael, aka XRPman, aka Red Candle Killer. He is a legendary voice in the XRP community. He's a multi-talented creator known for his XRP ledger themed comic books, original music, and community tools. Through his comics and beats, he makes crypto culture fun, accessible, and entertaining while keeping the community fired up and informed. And finally, we have our education innovator, Henry, aka In It to Win It LLC. Henry is the founder of In It to Win It Gaming LLC. It's a unique free crypto education platform that teaches through interactive PC games and simulations. So instead of those dry tutorials that we've all come across, users learn by doing. They practice trades, spotting scams, understand liquidity, and build real confidence in a safe, risk-free environment. So, I mean, without further ado,
that's a lineup, everybody. That's a lineup.
Right now, it is absolutely fantastic. Gentlemen, welcome to Dip a Toe Show. How's everybody doing this evening? Can we get a excellent like they do on Stone's Coffee and Crypto with Stone in the morning?
Excellent.
Excellent. Yeah, guys, welcome to Faces of Crypto. There's everybody has been chomping at the bit for this episode. I've met every one of you. I met you in Las Vegas. I truly enjoyed meeting you. You definitely made your mark, left a mark on me to where I'm like, these guys have to come on the show. So I'm really excited to have you guys on. First, what we like to do with the Dip a Toe Faces of Crypto is we like to go around the room and have you all introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been in crypto, and did you have an aha moment? And why don't we go, we'll start with the Spectral Art crew. We'll start with you, Mr. Jumbie. First of all, how are you doing tonight?
Excellent. Thanks for having us. We're stoked to be here. So I guess I've been in crypto since 2017, but XRP was kind of where we ended up landing thanks to Mike. And my aha moment was when we got the realization that an artist can get continued royalties automatically as the art continues to sell, which was to me the moment where I was like, man, if Picasso has to sell a picture to Joe to pay his rent for $400 and Joe goes and sells it for $50,000 because he knows it's amazing. Never before in all of life has Picasso automatically gotten a royalty cut of that, which is just makes it a wonderful time to be alive, especially as an artist. So that was my aha moment.
And your background. Have you always been an artist, and is that what you do for a living?
Yes, I am a professional artist. I have been doing art since 2008 professionally as a company, and we've just started a nonprofit so that we can start teaching what we do to the masses and help people learn to see art from a whole new perspective.
That's fantastic. I love it. Well, welcome to the Dip a Toe Faces of Crypto show. We're going to bring your counterpart in here, Tara. Mike, welcome to the Dip a Toe show. Please tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been in crypto, and did you have an aha moment?
Thank you. What's up, everybody? So yeah, I've been in crypto for actually a long time. Not really seriously for too long, maybe like 6-7 years. But a long time ago, I was debanked, and I saw the power of Bitcoin and was like, okay, this is something that if I'm gonna stay in this world, it's got to be in a way where the government of the world can't do that to me again. And so pretty much everything that I've done since then has been some sort of decentralized system of existence.
Huh. So your aha moment was more of a situational of like, hey, this happened and here's something else I can pivot to. And then it just kept proving itself to you over time, basically.
Pretty much. And it continues to, like I've existed as like a crypto human now for years. And, interacting with other people in the world is sometimes a little more difficult. They're like, hey, can I Zelle you money? And I'm like, no, actually, you can't. But I accept all these different forms of crypto.
right?
Matt, you're in a place where a lot of people want to be, right? I mean,
you're
you're living it. You're really living it. If you're not accepting Zelle payments from people, that's fantastic.
you're a true cryptopian.
Huh?
Yeah, a true cryptopian right there. That's a true cryptopian right there.
But you know what's funny is, like, I've put it into practice in the real world out at festivals where, I can exist out at a festival if people accept XRP or Bitcoin or anything. Like, I can exist anywhere that crypto exists, and that's a really freeing feeling. That's why I do it.
Nice.
I
bet that's a freeing feeling. That's great.
Well, I can't wait to hear more from you. Let's get James Wood in the hot seat. James Wood, welcome to the Faces of Crypto. How you doing this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. Please tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been in crypto, and did you have an aha moment?
I'm James Wood. I've been in crypto since I was 10 years old, and I was quite young. And I've always been in the XRP space. It's never like, obviously I've followed along with Ethereum, with Bitcoin, anything that came along the way, but it's always been XRP's the main. And I guess since I was so young, I didn't necessarily have an aha moment. I was kind of brought up in the space. My understanding of the financial world came of like, here's the current one and here's the modern one. Here's what it's going to look like. And I guess in terms of my app, I, in a sense, had an aha moment where I was using. So my dad sent me a document of like 10 things to build on the XRP ledger, and I left it sitting for a while. But eventually, I looked at it because I was bored one night, and then later that night, I was watching James Bond, and that gave me an idea. And I guess that's like an aha moment. But it was a small idea, and then eventually it grew to where it is now.
It just grew.
I love it so much.
Question: what's James Bond movie?
I think it was it? No, it wasn't Casino Royale. I'm sorry, I do not remember which one.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. I was just curious. I was
If
curious.
it comes to me, I'll let you know. But
all right, perfect.
Any Bond movie is a good Bond movie, though, right?
Amen to that, sister. Well said, Melissa.
As
well
long
said.
as it has Sean Connery in it.
What? No, Dan Crane, bro. I'm on the new wave.
Bond.
All right, let's not talk about cinema.
Well, welcome, James. We look forward to learning more about your project here. But first, let's get Michael, aka XRP Killer, or XRP Killer. Can you get him over, Simon? I'm having a hard time getting him over there. Let me see. Let me do this. There we go.
You good?
I got him.
Okay.
Yeah. Did I do it? There, I did it.
I don't know.
Michael,
I don't know if he's the XRP killer.
XRPman, aka Red Candle Killer, is what I meant to say. Welcome to the Dipito Faces of Crypto show. How you doing this evening, my friend?
I'm doing wonderful. It's good to see you here, and good to be part of this again. This is like a third time, I guess. But yeah, I'm Michael, and obviously I'm from Louisiana, or I guess you could tell I'm from somewhere way down south, and I am the developer of Red Candle Killer, and I've been in crypto. Life circumstances led me to crypto about 2.5 years ago, and I do all types of things. I make toys, and I like to integrate blockchain and Web3 and Web2 and Web0 even, and I do a lot of work with Stone and a lot of other projects. And but I make music and I do art. I've done art and music as long as I can remember. And my favorite kind of art is charcoal, I guess, and comic book art. And but I've always done some type of art, and I make music probably more than anything, and coding, and I'm also a carpenter. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I'm here. Here I am.
I love it. I love that you love charcoal. I was telling somebody in a space the other day, I've moved a lot of times in my life, And the one thing that has come with me every move since I've been a teenager and I moved out of my house at 16 years old are my drawings. And I used to do charcoal drawings, though that was my favorite, charcoal. And charcoal and pastels, those are the two. And so I love anybody that loves to draw with charcoal because I think it's fantastic. So looking forward to learning more about all the things that you're doing. But before, I would like to have Henry, aka In It to Win It, in the hot seat. Welcome to Faces of Crypto. How you doing, my friend?
Doing wonderful. Spending some time with the kids down at the beach. But the run through, I haven't been in crypto very long, only a couple years. So everybody's got me beat by a mouse. But when I got in, a buddy of mine was like, "Hey, XRP, man, XRP, it's cheap, it's gonna jump." And so I got in. It was like 47 cents, and he was right.
There you go.
It jumped up. Yeah, no, I mean, I got a good hit. And so I went going on YouTube. I thought I was smart. I learned about day trading, and you listen to these guys, and they'll make you feel like a professor in 5 minutes. You think you know every little move, and and so that was definitely my aha moment when I realized I didn't know the moves, and I lost a good bit of money. And I'm a single father from South Carolina. I'm in the South with you there, Mike or Michael. And so it was a big chunk for me, and so it hurt my heart. And that was my aha moment. It was like, what did I do wrong? And it's because I didn't have the right information, didn't have the foundation, and just kind of led me down that road there. That people like me that don't understand computer language, I guess is the best way to say it. It's hard to bridge that gap, and that's when I seen it's like there's a gap to be filled here, and that was it. So I'm not too about XRP. I'm kind of still excited.
Well, you said you've been in 2 years. Look, 2 years is long enough to be addicted to this space. That's pretty courageous. What you're doing there, to take your hit, and it's a big hit. Most of us have had a hit at some level that just it was a real big gut punch. But I've noticed within the space, like you're sharing tonight with us, that we pivot and look at something. Hey, how can I fix this? What didn't I do? And I know I'm not the only one in trying to fill that gap and pass that along, man. That's fire.
Can I say one more thing? Because I really do like
say whatever
that.
You want.
I noticed that in the XRP space, especially in crypto, all in all, you see that a lot. You see the people that are willing to continue in the trenches. That because they're the people like all of us. When we get knocked down, we get back up again with fire. You know what I mean? We don't go, it ain't for me. We go, no. I can do better.
That's right. Do that again.
One of the cool things too about the XRP community is the desire to help others too. When somebody falls, to help educate. There's a lot of that education here in this space, and it's really cool, and I can't wait to talk about your project in a little bit. So guys, we have 63 people watching right now. If you are watching, please be sure that you're following the channel, you're subscribed. We're on Facebook, Rumble, YouTube, X, and streaming live to over 50 countries on imutv.tv. Welcome to all the new folks that have subscribed. Our channel is slowly growing, our family here, and we do appreciate everyone. So let's dive right into the building. We're going to go right back around the room. So this is going to be kind of a Jumbie and Tara Mike, and I'm going to be swapping the big screen off as they talk. But tell us a little bit about what you guys have built. What are you doing in this space?
So basically, we've created a system that is bringing a whole new art form to the world, and connecting it to XRP for the blockchain provenance is, it's kind of a no-brainer. Like Jumbie had said before, Picasso sells a painting and it changes hands a bunch of times, and the original artist kind of gets left behind. Everyone will know his name, but that's about it. So Jumby's got a patent for how to bring art to life in a way that the world has never seen before. And with the way the world is right now, there's an emergence of human artists again. Even though we're living right in the middle of like an AI boom, doing art by hand, like handmade things, are kind of making a comeback in a way that I don't think we saw coming, with AI kind of taking over everything. So it just made sense to create a system that was smart, not only for artists but for collectors, so that everybody wins. There's an old saying, like win, win, or go home, right? As far as like making a deal goes. And you try to make a deal, you try to create things where everybody can walk away and say, I won. You don't want to try to rip anyone off where someone feels like, oh man, I got buyer's remorse now, maybe I shouldn't have done that, or whatever it was. We've created a system that people walk away like, hey, I won out of this deal, I'm the winner. And so, with the ledger, we're able to do that in a way that, we could never do before in human history. It's all public. We started a nonprofit to keep everything transparent. We're actually showing, our liaison, I don't know what you would call it, the person at the IRS who we have to deal with. We're kind of teaching them about blockchain, as we go and as we do it. The IRS as a whole understands blockchain, but the people working there don't. And so there's this really strange disconnect that happens when you're doing something more advanced than what they're really trained to be doing. So, we've tried to simplify that as best as we can and show artists how to do it. And like, I take over the tech side of things, where, every Sunday we do the Spectral sessions, and, that's where Jumby gets to teach his side and his, lifetime of color theory, and why, if you apply this color theory and then put it together with a frame that changes color, why the art dances the way it does, right? It's not random. Pretty much every brushstroke Jumby makes is very well thought out. Like you said before, in the beginning of it, in the middle of the cycle, and at the end of the cycle, he knows exactly what that little strip of color is going to do. And so we're trying to teach people that, and then watch the artists kind of take what they've learned and go apply it to their art. And now all of a sudden everything's getting way more colorful. And that's pretty much why we're doing it. I'll let Jumby kind of take over too, the artistic side. I handle the tech side. Jumby's got the art stuff.
Jumby, look at this, guys. We saw this in Las Vegas, and it is just fantastic what you guys make.
I figured it might be easier to show and tell as opposed to just try and describe it, right? So this is Spectral Art. Basically, it's using light physics, and I've applied the way you see light to create an art color theory that allows this transformative variant of perspective reality to become your main focus. Basically, your eye sees in white light, which is all the colors added up to equal what you see. It's all adds together to be white, which is like the sun providing all the different options, right? You're reading with a red, green, and blue cone in your eye, like a braille. Every pixel of information you look at is telling you how much red, green, or blue is being reflected at you, so that you can kind of maneuver your interpretation of reality. That's a white light perspective. When we switch to a color changing perspective, instead of reading like braille, your cones actually activate and they start pumping like a piston. So when it's blue, you see the blue. But when blue goes to green, the blue disappears and the green comes through. And likewise, as it goes to red, so you see these vanishing moments where we can know where to place certain little symbols and emblems and accents to give you these incredibly enticing visual aesthetics.
It's like 3-card Monty with color.
Yes.
It's fantastic, you guys.
So we can create a lot of motion
absolutely
in
fantastic.
2-dimensional artwork by shifting the elapse of time, which basically makes us a newly dimensional art form. We're skipping 3D and going to 4D by doing this. But we also have 3D glasses, so we didn't leave that out. But I can't really show you that through the screen, but you'll have to take my word on it. Just so you get an idea of what we're doing. And so we're trying to teach everyone how this works because it's light physics, and then provide these components that we've been developing for 20 years now to bring this art form into an amplified ability to really change the way you see artwork. Because what happened for me, I'm from Kentucky. I'm not an artist there because I don't paint horses, which is an interesting thing to have to digest when you're an artist doing something like this. So I did some color changing horses, and they're like, it's still a little too much for us. And I'm like, okay. And I figured out over the years what's really going on is that this is not disliked. It's just so unique that it disrupts the ecosystem of non-color changing artwork by bringing this whole different visual spectrum into play. Everybody else kind of seems like, oh, suddenly I'm not blacklight, and this is like going to the blacklight. The blacklight's going, oh, dang, suddenly I'm not spectral, right? So it's just kind of one of those things where we feel like we're called to create an entire gallery environment that everything is color changing, and then the field is evened again, and it's back to whose content is more enjoyable. What's your favorite art in this format of seeing, and then watching what happens when we give the activations and the knowledge and the paintbrush into the hand of the artists of the world and say, show me what you got. I want to see what you can do with this, because I am me doing what I do, and I've been doing it. But you know what? I want to see what everybody else can do. I don't want to be the only one in a gallery. That's kind of boring. I'd like to have a whole community of people. So that's what we do on Sundays. We're teaching people how to understand, how to think about color in this way before you make your composition, before you design your idea. And then we use the wheel to get random ideas of what we're going to draw. And we all draw our own variant of what's going on Sunday, that we all vote online and choose what feels like what we want to make. And it's not strict, but it gives people that don't know what to choose something to kind of base their concept around. And we do fun themes, and we're just getting colorful here, man. Come join us. It's a full color spectrum will raise your particle cloud's actual energy field. By incorporating this much color, you will become a more energetically balanced individual. We do lots of energy work in what we do. So
that's crazy.
We hope to bring art to people in this wonderful way.
I have a question. So you show the so the light, I guess I would consider that a lamp that you were sharing with us.
Yes, this is technically like a lamp.
Okay, so what's the material, I guess, that you're applying the art to?
We're printing the artwork on a film that is meant to be backlit. Kind of like what would go on the front of like a Pepsi machine or something, right?
Right.
Designed to be evenly distributed, backlit like a film, right? I come from photography. We used to do color slide film, and they just don't do it quite the same anymore. So now they have ways of printing on the film, which is cool, as opposed to developing the film. But we're using a film and techniques to make it look like a particular type of film we used to have that has antiquated while I was in the midst of creating this 20-year journey. So we were back to scratch and brought it back in as accurate as we could ever have made it. So it's wonderful to evolve and stay creatively flexible.
So if someone wanted to take this film and wrap their car with it and then apply the artwork to the wrap of
You'd
the
want to have
car.
there's two ways we can go about this, right?
Okay.
So, really fancy brand new way that just came out.
Uh-huh.
BMW has made color changing panels. They no longer just go from dark to light.
Yeah,
They actually
yeah.
change color. I can now apply art to that will react with the lighting underneath the panels. So if you happen to be one of those people or are itching to do that or know someone that wants to sponsor said project and break the world of automobiles very, very artistically, I am all game. Or what we can do is say fiberglass panels, right? That's what we would do normally is get like clear hood, clear trunk, and then
Right.
we decal the art on it and then backlight it from underneath where there's a bay to put the lighting, like in the engine or in the trunk, right? And then you get the same backlit portal effect. That would be the best ways to go about it on the car. But
Okay.
everything I make is done with the color theory built into the design, so I can put it on anything you print on. It doesn't have to be a film. We just backlight the film because it looks the juiciest. But you can front light it. We have front lit tapestries. I could pivot my camera, and all of the artwork in my house over there is color changing, and it's just a crazy lot to look at. So we're
So there's but for Windows, you could do it for Windows because I know a company.
Yeah, we can window do it. I was just gonna say we do it on fabric, right? So we
Right.
could print fabric and we could upholster the inside of your car. We could
Sure.
put it on the windows, but I wouldn't want to block your ability to see out of the car.
So
Driving wise, you need that
Yeah.
visibility, but it would work because it's clear. However, it might be considered an obstruction of your vision to see it all the way on there. But for like say a bus, we can do window perf, but it won't backlight the same way. But that's
There's-
we can
there's
light
a
up and make
company-
your whole upholstery change too, for sure.
There's a company that they have a film that goes on a window, and they can literally it's like TV on a window basically. So you can do any colors you want on the window. You can frost them out the whole nine. I've literally seen it. So what you're telling me here is that your process into that application, someone
Oh, yeah.
theoretically could. That would just be
Yeah, if
stupid
you're
stuff.
allowed to do it, I can do it.
You know.
I mean, you're not supposed to have blinking lights as you're driving, but people do it anyway,
True,
right?
but
'Cause
on like
they
a
can
like a
cause
show car,
epilepsy.
yeah, like a show
This-
car
Fade,
or
a fade
something like
is
that.
not
Yeah.
a blink, right? We do not strobe. We fade. It oscillates. It's smooth and relaxing to the eye.
In and out,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
This
It's a
is
Taurus.
that-
It's a
this-
Taurus.
That's cool. That's way
I
cool.
can-
That's way cool.
I can see.
Thank you.
I can see. If you guys could come to the Dipito After Dark show, this would be great to keep talking about because I think people are really excited about it. People are already in the chat going, "How can I buy this?" Your counterparty, Consumer Break. Someone said, did you design it? And he said yes. All the art that we're seeing, Jumby created that. But then also said, by the way, guys, the very first tokenized frames are live now on XRP Cafe. Do you guys want to talk a little bit about that? I don't know if Tara Mike wants to share something about that.
Yeah, so we have a couple things that we've got going on right now. There's an Abro piece and a Byron piece, and Tricky's is still up there too, but I wasn't sure if he was coming in for 4th of July, what the deal was with that. But yeah, there's a couple on XRP Cafe, and whoever buys them will just have to get with them, like in a DM to ship it to them. That's all.
That's fantastic. Guys, I did put the link to the website in the chat for anybody that wants to check out jumbyart.com. How can they go to one of your classes? I did find the Spectral Art community page on X. Is that where folks can go participate in what you guys do as far as the classes and whatnot?
Pretty much, yeah. When we do our show on Sunday, we host the X Space through the Spectral Art community so that everyone kind of gets dinged that we're starting the show. But that's pretty much like an open floor to ask Jumby all sorts of different questions, or anyone really. But you know, if you have color questions on how are you getting this to do that, or you know, what's your trick for getting this to do that, or whatever it is, you know, it's pretty much every Sunday is like an open forum to just pick our brains and figure out. Like, there's no secrets here, you know. Like we want to give all the information that we have, you know, at the rate in which people want to receive it. So yeah, any Sunday, just either jump on consumerbreak.stream will take you to pretty much all of the different places that he's streaming to. But you can, you know, jump in Twitch or Blaze or whatever it is and chat, ask a question. You don't have to do it in voice. If you want to jump on the X Space and talk to us, that's cool. But you could just throw a question in chat, and, you know, Jumby will show you his computer screen and show you the button he's hitting and all the things and why he's putting red over here and blue over here. And, you know, if anyone who has questions, like, that's the whole point, the whole reason why we started the show like 6 months ago, was just to kind of be available to answer questions about art. And it turned into something totally beyond what we ever started. But, you know, that's the beauty of it.
That's fantastic. I shared the link in the chat, guys. Make sure that you go check that out. You can go to consumerbreak.com/stream, and it has all the information. It's a beautiful website. So I'm glad. Hopefully, is there anything else you want to share before we get to James?
I do want to say, Breakman, he also does a weekly show on Wednesday. We just did it this morning. It's his Pitch Break show, where everyone's welcome to kind of come up and talk about their project, whatever they're working on. He's been doing that show for years and years and years. And that's how we all kind of met years ago, was through that show. So it's kind of, you know, it's a really big thing that has connected a lot of people. We've had a lot of people who are in the audience right now on the show. But that's something that he does on Wednesday, and then we do the art stream on Sunday. So that's two different opportunities to kind of just get up there. And if you have any questions or whatever, we're always pretty reachable. I just wanted to shout out Breakman, dude. I love you, bro.
Fantastic. And we're going to definitely have Breakman on an episode of Faces of Crypto. I would love to have him come on the show. Yeah, we're definitely going to have him. Consumerbreak.com/stream. Check them out. We'll be talking to you guys more. But boy, this time is going by fast, so I want to make sure we have time for everyone. So I am going to go with James Wood. Please tell us a little bit about Tierradex, and first maybe give us it was very gutsy to apply, and then you got chosen to be part of the Shark Tank XRP Las Vegas pitch deck type contest, and you just did such a fantastic job with your presentation. You want to tell us a little bit about that, and then tell us what Tierradex is?
Yeah, so I had an awesome experience at XRP Las Vegas. That was my first time like on a stage just talking in front of everyone. So I was super happy about that. And I don't think it could have gone any better. So I'm really happy about that. But I built Tierradex, which is a decentralized exchange that tokenizes real world assets on the XRP ledger. And my whole thing, and this is kind of where the James Bond came into play, is the most valuable asset on Earth has always been land, whether it be the oil rights underneath the land or the water underneath the land. I know with AI, right, you see a lot of data centers using water, and yet it's only large corporations or governments that are able to be investing in this, right, if you have lots of money. So, and I know the XRP ledger is kind of built to break those accesses so that the regular people can invest in it. So that's kind of where my idea came from. And I just wanted to bring investors to be able to invest in the very thing that is running their entire life, like the oil, the water, anything like that.
Fire. Give everybody a little piece of the pie. And I like the fact that you're looking at a very low price of $50. I mean, anybody that is making any type of money could save up $50 and get a little piece of tokenized land. Is that correct?
So I will say that is the goal, and I want to work towards that. But
Mhm.
since the conference and as I've been developing it more,
Mhm.
we've had to comply with security laws because they are
Yes.
securities. And
Mhm.
then as part of that, I have a few clients, and there's a minimum cap, which is kind of decided by the clients.
Okay.
So the $50 right now is not possible because of security
Right.
laws. I
Right.
think the next 5 or 10 years, that's going to change because of what's happening, right? Because these security laws were built for 50 years ago. They haven't been updated. So
Yeah.
I'm
Shocker.
hoping, yeah, I'm hoping that one day it could envision what I've said exactly at XRP Las Vegas. Right now, though, I want to focus on compliance first because that's how you make a deal. That's how you prove yourself. Because there's lots of speculation about digital assets and crypto, so
Right.
you have to prove yourself.
Right. So since you're going down the compliance road, which I tip my hat to you for doing that. You know, if you want to make real change, you got to play by the real rules. That's what it is. We can change rules later as we progress, but right now, to get you in the game, this is what you got to do. So since you're going down the compliancy route, is there a kind of a base entry point as an investor? What does that dollar amount look like?
So it depends on one, what the client wants, and then
Okay.
also what type of security you're investing in, because there's different
Okay.
types. There's 506C, 506B, and different forms of that you can do. I
Okay.
know a project I have, the minimum's $4,000, which is
Okay.
not ideal, but it opens the gates a lot more than if it was without, the decentralized way, where it's the minimum investment's probably $500,000,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're dropping the barrier a lot, and I think it's just about baby steps, right? You start somewhere, and slowly you're going to build to it.
Dude, you're a fire kid, man. All right, so I want to back. Dude, that is absolutely fire. Like I'm very excited. I have my own tokenization project that's very close to what you're doing, or at least the goal, big picture, allowing the everyday person to be able to invest in real world assets or tokenization or tokenized assets. Let's go back though. You said you've been in this digital asset space for 8 years now. Who got you in?
Incredible, right? Incredible.
Yeah, who got you? Who got you in? Yeah, who got you in? Let's just start there. Who got you in?
It was my dad that got me in, and for
Okay.
Christmas he bought me some XRP. So
that's just good parenting right there. That's just good parenting right there. I just want to say that right now. That's cool. Go ahead. Sorry for the interruption.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, it was Christmas 2018.
God, that's cool. That's cool. So when did you, from that point going forward, when can you remember when you actually started really maybe paying attention to it in any kind of way, whether, hey, the price is moving up or the price is moving down, or there's some other thing that I'm able to create with this? What did that look like for you? Where can you remember one of your first memories of going, oh my God, I mean, I really, dad, sometimes he's cool, dad, sometimes he's not, but this one's actually pretty cool. Well, what memory was that for you?
So I guess the earliest I can remember is the X589. I don't know if you guys,
yeah, we're
a little bit
familiar
older,
with
but
yeah.
so as a kid, like I would be intrigued by that price. Like, oh, imagine how much money I would have if it went up.
yeah.
So I'm tracking it, and I do like I did some like yard work for my neighbors one time, and I made $40. I immediately go back and I'm like, can you buy XRP with this? Because I knew it was gonna hit 589. That's what I thought to myself. It still can't. But
amen to that. Amen to that.
So that's how it took off from there. Is this X589? It was only recently where I started realizing, hey, this is more than just something to invest in. This is something to build real applications out of.
Right.
So that's only the last, 2 years, I've been starting to do that.
So what inspired you? Not like so much the idea. What other outside influences aside from the crypto space? Right, you're into crypto. You know in the back of your mind, hey, we can build on this, but you're really not there yet, right? So what external influences kind of came to you that kind of brought you to that? Oh my gosh, I could build on the XRPL. Was there any other outside influences? I mean, I know there's a lot of AI videos, and hey, you can make $10,000 a month. Da, da, da. Was it something like that, or was it something else?
So I was experimenting with AI, I guess around a year and a half ago. That's when I started coding with it.
Okay.
But it really wasn't good enough to do a full-fledged project until I would say around 6 months ago.
Okay.
And I use Claude Code, and I've used a multitude of tools, but truthfully, Claude Code is kind of what brought me into it. I was like, it's possible now. It's not just an idea. I can actually build it. So Claude Code definitely
was for the win. So you're already going down that road, and then bored one night watching a classic James Bond movie, by the way, and you're like, oh my gosh, I got Claude and I'm in XRP, and let's see if we can build with this, and you hit the ground running. That's great, man. That's absolutely fire.
Like I said, you're like leaps and bounds ahead of your peers. Like kudos to your parents, to your dad for inspiring you, but like hats off to yourself for like listening to him and actually taking the initiative. And it's not every day that a little will get a little cash in his pocket and say, I want to go buy some XRP. I mean, like this is, it's just, I
cool.
love the youth of America right now. And with folks like yourself, inspiring people, have you inspired any of your young friends to kind of want to dip their toe, or do they just think you're an anomaly where you're like, you're not as smart as you are?
I have a lot of friends who are actually interested in investing. They've always followed that, whether it be day trading or just investing in stocks. And I've convinced a few of them to invest in XRP. So that was good, but not to the extent of like they fully follow it. It's just like you said, they dip their toe in it, but they don't understand it how they should. But at least there's you start somewhere, right? So they're aware of it. And I have noticed, like, I was working on it, or I posted on my story about this competition, and a kid in my class was asking me about it in class, and he knew about XRP because his dad invested in it, which, 8 years ago, when I first learned about it, nobody knew about it. Right. And now this kid in my class knows about it. His dad knows about it. Everyone around at least knows the name XRP. So they were talking with me about it, and I was able to educate them and all that.
Yeah, that's good. It's nice when we're able to do that, right? Because we're kind of isolated on that one topic for so long. I mean, all of us here on this panel right now today, and I'm sure, you going to XRP Las Vegas, you're like, dude, finally some people I can just talk some crypto and tech and etc. And they get it right off the bat. That's we've all experienced that, man. Totally experienced that. Melissa, go ahead. Otherwise, I'm going to steal the show, and we're going to have a 5-hour show with this kid.
I would say everybody wants to know if James's dad's on Twitter.
Yes, he is, and I don't know his exact account, but I'll do a post with it, and I'll tag him. And
that will be fantastic, because he is a superstar for introducing the community to you, James. And I said you got a leg up because everybody knows James Woods, right? So I mean, you couldn't have a more fantastic name. And then of course you got your family and your smarts. And I am curious, why did you decide on the name Tierradex?
Yeah, so it was actually with a domain. We were trying to find a domain that has a .com, but Tierradex, Tierra is for earth in Spanish. So my mom's Argentine, so that's kind of where the Spanish roots came from. And it meant for earth, like investing in the earth. And then Dex is decentralized exchange. So
very cool. I love it.
It's so simple, but it's straight up classic right there, dude. Like I'm gonna be watching that company for a long time. This is great. I'm totally sharing this Dip a Toe show, James, literally because of you. Because I have 3 nephews, and I've bought them XRP. Right, I bought them XRP, and like they're in the price go up price go down phase, right? One of them's 13, one of them's 16. And they kind of both flirt with AI every now and again, but they're not in that, okay, I really want to play with this. I really want to see what this is about yet. But and I'm always trying to give them a little nudge, like, look, man, I know Uncle Simon says is crazy, but I'm telling you, this is a fire thing that y'all need to be about. And I know hearing it from you, that would definitely change their view, man. You're really going to help usher in this younger generation. Well, for our perspective, younger generation, your generation and the generation behind you, you're really going to help usher them into this digital asset age, man. That's going to be so cool. That's awesome.
Thank you. And I'm really excited for the coming years, coming months, everything.
I bet. So compliancy. What's been the toughest challenge thus far in that process?
I would definitely say I've been fortunate because I guess a client of mine, he was already looking to tokenize everything he had, and he went through the process. He has the documents, so that was easy.
Okay.
For me, the toughest thing was the onboarding with the KYC credentials, because you have to restructure the platform completely. We've added multi-factor authentication, and I guess it's just getting the approval for the KYC done and the accredited investors. That's been the toughest part.
Okay.
But if you just focus day by day, like what are you going to tackle down today, then it kind of makes it easier.
Love it. So literally going, okay, I want to do this, and then having to go, oh, I want to add this to the platform or actually to the business, right? And so now I might have to restructure on the back end everything to fit this new compliancy function.
Yes.
Right?
I've had to completely restructure it. And what I actually did do is we took a look at the Clarity Act and we built it around that, because we know all the documents, everything in the Clarity Act, it's gonna pass, whether it be 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, it's gonna pass. So we're positioning ourselves to be ready for the future, because that's the entire goal. Is I want to set myself up for success.
You know what?
This
is something.
You're not a kid.
Okay?
You're a young adult, right? You're senior, but whatever. I'm just saying. Go ahead. Go ahead, Melissa. I'm muting.
Some parents build their children's science projects or whatever, right? They do the work. You clearly know what you're talking about. Like, you are up to your eyeballs doing this, which is just so impressive and so awesome. I'm curious, like, how big of a team you have.
So right now it's just my dad, my brother, and I mainly. My dad and I are coding it fully. I'm working on marketing side, also coding it, and then legal side. It's just we're tackling it down together. But I do have kind of my whole family. My sister helps with like creating logos, brands, fonts, everything like that.
Cool.
So the whole family's kind of been getting involved with this. And then obviously I have family friends or friends, and they've helped me by putting in touch with lawyers or anything like that, people that they know that can help. So, I've had a lot of help throughout these.
It's a team effort. It really is a team effort when you really look at it. And that's great that your family is really getting involved at some level with this, man. That's absolutely fire. Melissa, you know who he reminds me of?
Oh.
Just take a guess. I want you to think young, energetic, been on
Quincy
the Dipito show.
Quincy Jones.
That's right.
Quincy
He reminds me
100%.
of an 18-year-old version of Quincy Jones, man. James, do you know who Quincy Jones is?
No, I don't.
Oh, dude.
XDC.
Yeah.
Coin Club Quincy, I think is what he is. But he works for the XDC network. Yeah.
XDC network.
Smart, young man.
He is a super smart, well, not kid, young man. But you remind me of him in so many different ways, of just your determination, your matter of fact, no, we're going this way, and your determination to adhere to what are the rules here, like you mentioned the Clarity Act. You guys are like, let's study that because that's where it's going. If we want to play, that's where it's going. Let's do it. Yeah, man, you totally remind me of Quincy Jones. You should look him up. And he probably wouldn't be a bad mentor either, considering his background in coding and all that. But yeah, look up Quincy Jones. He's a good dude.
All right, I'll look him up. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Fantastic. We got well, I was going to go to Mike. Oh, there he is. Let's go to Michael. Thank you so much, James. We'll follow up some more here in a bit, but let's get to Michael, aka XRPman, aka Red Candle Killer. You have a lot on your plate, sir. I don't even know where to begin. So I'm going to let you do all of the things. Maybe start with telling us what you're most passionate about at this moment with all of the things that you got going on. You're on mute.
Pull the stone. So, yeah. So, I guess I've been sitting here thinking about this too. Where do you start? So so all the things I build for other people, and most of the stuff that was released to the general public wasn't intended to be in the first place. So a lot of it was just pushed to that. But yeah, right now I think when I first came into the XRPL, I guess I told my story last time. I guess I should tell it real fast because if we got a few minutes. So I'm a builder. So, and it's a long story how I got there, but for about 14 years, I've remodeled and I do things like that. So I fix things, I build things. That's what I do, full time, amongst other things. And so, at some point, I guess you guys know about the crash in 2020 and all the COVID. So everything kind of got tough. And it got to a point where I couldn't get any help. And so it got pretty tough. So it to this day, I do a lot of solo work. And it got to a point where it was pretty bad in my life. I mean, everybody was calling me for money. All the bills are always due. And I'm very passionate about everything I do, but especially my belief in my creator. So I did a lot of praying, and I still do. But so it got I just bottomed out. Like it was the worst possible scenario. And I literally fell to my knees and I cried and I prayed. And I never do that. And God knew that. And so I just asked for, wealth, which I already had that. I've learned that now, but I asked for, money. And so I went to sleep that night. The next day, my best friend, his name is Jake. He's Jake Gary. And he's from, he lives in New Mexico. He's from New Jersey. And he said that he had a dream and that I'll just say Jesus told him to tell me about crypto. And so I dug in pretty deep. And so that first year, I invested only 300, but I made a lot. And by the end of the first year, I had almost $17,000. And then I found out about XRP through Coach JV or something like that, because he was talking about Jesus and he's talking about crypto. So I found out about XRPL and I got over into the XRPL somehow. I don't even know how, but I ended up in Phoenix, and someone in Phoenix, I guess I trusted people. I didn't know the lingo. So I was there probably for about a month or two. And I got some XRP, like a lot of it. It was crazy amounts. And then this guy in the chat said, hey, you want to look how much money I'm making? He was sending me pictures of his wallet. And so long story short, I got into a Sol smart contract that had no bottom. I couldn't cash out. So I lost all of it.
Oh,
and
no.
So, yeah, so it's cool though. So I really only lost 300 in my mind. So it was like so my best friend this whole time, he was saying he kept talking about I needed to drop a meme token. And I didn't know what that even meant really. So, but I learned in Phoenix how to do the Telegram. And I code and I make things anyway. So I set it all up and we were going to drop a different token. It was the snake token because my friend, he was a Marine Corps he's a badass. So yeah, I was going to do it for him, but I was like, no, let's do a test token first. And it was like a lot of volume. It was crazy. And so I was like, well, let's drop this one. So I named it Red Candle Killer, and I made a whole bunch of animations, and made a website, and I made a white paper, and I worked on it for about 2 weeks, and then I dropped it. I was going to drop it on the day of Trump's election when he got into office, but I did it the next day, and it ended up taking off fast. So it was just there was no stopping it, and I thought it would just be we would get rug because I was watching all these tokens. So that's how I ended up being XRPman. So I just built things. The community, I had a huge community, and they were asking for comic books, and they hired a comic book artist. They never asked me, and then finally they asked me if I could draw them, and that's history. You can buy one of my comic book mints. So I do that, and then that's how I ended up here. So what am I into now? So at some point I started seeing strange patterns because I built so many apps for myself and dexes and all these. I've got so many tools, and so people would need things. So I built things like I built the X-Meme portal, and I built Shadow Watch. Now Shadow Watch is interesting because I built Shadow Watch because of someone else, and we were seeing strange patterns, and we were watching XRP acting like a stable coin, and I just wanted to know what the top wallets were doing. So I built a device, really small app at first, to just track those wallets. And so that's how it started. And then Stone loves to get a report in the morning. I was like, this is fun. So I started making it into a report, and before I knew it, it was 60,000 lines of code. And then it became another app and then I had to automate it so that we could get the Shadow Watch report every day. So it was never for the public. Only Stone and I and a few other people saw it. And so I released it finally because everybody was wanted to see it. But yeah, shadowwatch.xyz if you want to see it. But yeah, so I got a lot of projects. Some of them I can't talk about, but that would probably be the one I play with the most. And there's another one too called I just made it. It's called coded589.xyz. I just released it today, and it's kind of fun if you want to play with it. But that's just toys that I'm giving you. None of these cost any money. And I should talk about Red Candle Killer Comics.xyz. There's a comic book there. Which you go in there, you get a free mint. If you go in, you put your wallet, and you can use your Zama wallet, and you can get a free comic, get a free NFT, and then you could also get a John O. Or there's several comics in there, and so John O's got a comic there, and if you mint that comic, all those proceeds is 1 XRP go to John O. But you get a cool comic, and you get a song that I compose because all my comics are NFTs, and they have music that I compose. So that's something I guess I could talk about.
That's
but yeah,
fantastic.
it's fun. It's hard. It's do anything for John O. It's heart wrenching though. It's like you cry the whole time. You're all, and I try to be tough and try to keep that persona. But John O. is all that laughing and giggling, and so yeah. So I make music with, as a matter of fact, Kita and Mr. Zam and Boo and Spiffy and all these people, and they're so amazing artists. We got one coming out with Mr. Zam soon, and they keep previewing it in spaces. They got to quit doing that, but we got all kinds of music coming, and so yeah, I'm excited.
Speaking of music, a little birdie sent me one of your songs, and I'd love to play it for everybody. This is Red Candle Killer. It's the horns one. It's the one I have. If you don't mind me playing it.
Oh yeah, have fun. Yeah, that's
Let's
great.
go. Let's go.
Was the birdie named Mr. Zam?
The birdie was named Mr. Zam. Yes. Yes.
Oh, Mr. Zam.
All right. Without further ado, here we go, kids.
Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe, show living the dream. From the legend to the stars we climb. Crypto future, it's our time. Let this it breathe, let it slide. We don't rush to play, we just glide, then we ride. CD on mute, but the money talk loud. Let's just stay clean while we move through the crowd. Silk on the cadence, chrome on the plan. XRPman with the fire, Mr. Zam with the hand. No gimmicks, no games, just a stamp and a scan. XRPL after dark, that's the brand. Look, black top shine, neon green in the night out. Don't flex for the beat, I just feel what's right there. Red candle killer, I learned pain and the power. I seen fake kings fall in a single bad hour. So I move like a ghost with my blueprint tucked. Art in one hand, the other hand I keep it up. Not luck, not hype, not wait till it moons. I'm the proof in the work, I'm the quiet kaboom. If it's a XRPL, I'm home, I don't trip on the noise. I shine light in the shadows, let it choke on the poise. I don't need a cape, I got a code and a pen. When it's time to get serious, I get serious again. Quick move, quick proof, quick scan, no cap. If it's shaky cut ties, don't ride that map. Green glow, hard focus, I don't play with the slack. They talk, I deploy, then I fade to black.
Back to smooth.
Horn still singing, yeah, I'm back in the pocket.
Back to smooth.
Put the stamp on the plan, now I lock it like a locket. Horns in the front, let it breathe, let it slide. Horns in the front, let it breathe, let it slide.
Yo, XRPman, I didn't know you could rock like that, but give me a minute to get on this track. You chain banging on me, Ebony and Ivory. Yo, we flow with the track and we'll never the lack. I run DMCs with the green portal. You soup, you sauce, now we'll call you hard boiled. Soft on the inside, crunchy type shell. Moves with the Army Brigade, the one XRPman made. Rolling stones and steaks on the grill. No diss to my homies, yo, them ninjas mad chill. And 1, 2, 3, check it, the mood is in the record. We just having fun, what's the price? I ain't checked it. It's moves to be made, link that G700. Blessed beyond measure, the digital treasures. Released to the Krakens, my ships at sail. XRPman is in, writing dope rhyme tales. Easy listening like Lady K karaoke. Gotta be legends, Saturdays be funky. We're dropping history makers, the dream team like the Lakers. The real Old Spice with the grease. Cats know we love them bags of the Z's. Ha, horns in the back, let them breathe, let it slide. Ha ha, yo, XRPman, horns in the back, let them breathe, let it slide.
Grass, velvet steps, city lights like gems. We don't chase, we place, and we raise the stems. XRPman, bring the fire, Mrs. M, bring the frame. XRPL after dark, remember the name.
Horns in the front, let it breathe, let it slide. Horns in the front, let it breathe, let it slide. Horns in the front, let it breathe, let it slide.
We don't rush to play, we just glide, then we ride. XRPL after dark, that's the brand.
That was awesome, huh? I love it. So talented. So many talented people in this space. Huh?
It's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun making that with Mr. Sam, and we got a lot more coming. I don't think until the ground is 6 foot above me, I won't ever stop. I'll be like the old dudes from Europe doing it, and I'm coding. Look, I got three apps going at once and 3 songs going at once. So you guys expect more, because I don't stop. This whole bear bull thing, I don't watch the news. I'm making the news. You know what I mean?
Yay, man, brother. Woo!
I love it. I love it.
I don't
Our
watch the
chat
news. I
is
make the
lit.
news.
Our chat is lit. Is there anything you want to share more you want to share before we go to Henry?
No, I think I've had enough of the stage, you guys. But, hey, great. All of you guys the art's amazing. Look, everything that I've heard so far is amazing. I hate that I even bothered to show, because you guys are super amazing. I'm just glad that I was part of it, and I appreciate it.
Now,
always a pleasure to have you here, Michael. Been on the show a few times, man, and you really got some. You got some mad skills. You really do got some mad skills, and I know Mr. Zam has some mad skills, and I'm glad you guys are connecting, because that track right there brought me back to a day in the late, basically the late 90s. I mean, all the way in to the mid 80s, where my opinion, that's where rap music, R&B music was really at a peak in its prime. The beats, the soul that came out of all that music, man, that was fire. And what you just did right there brought me back to that. So yeah, I like it. Everything's getting a reboot right now. We're getting back to the real good stuff. So thank you for doing that, man. I really appreciate you, Michael.
Can I say one more thing? The reason, if you listen to the lyrics of most of my music, you'll understand why I make it. So just, get some mints. If you want to listen to music, you can find it, and I'll make sure that we get it out there. But listen to the words. I feel like all the people are standing at a gate, and they're waiting for this gate to open. But if you look up, there's no fence, and so we're over here building a city. And so I'm here to wake up the sheep and to build and to help people. And it's hard, so a lot of people are excited about this whole, playing the market, dipping toes and stuff. And that's good. I'm glad, but I'm here and I want to get done. It's like the kind of person I am when I start a project, my favorite part is getting finished and moving on to something else. So that's what I'm here to do. And that's why I put so much stuff out there, and we're dropping songs left and right and 2 a week. That's because I want to get done, and I know how to do it. So that's what I'm going to do. And I hope to motivate everyone else to do that and stop this whole talking about it for 6 years and never doing anything. Just do it, man. Like this young man said, Claude can build anything, and he's not lying. And if you learn how to leverage that, these young people, it's going to be amazing. So yeah.
Fire. Love it.
Well,
thank you, Michael.
You share so much of your talents with the community, and I'm always surprised. It's like, what does this man not do? Just from the music to your comics, guys, if you go and check his website out, I posted the link in the chat. It's awesome. And, incorporating all of your talent in with the NFTs, on the XRP ledger, it's awesome. The way that you're able to do that. And so not only are you bringing your craft to people that are already in the digital asset space, but you're bringing people that aren't into the digital asset space. So I think art and music is just a fantastic way of doing that. So hats off to you, and thank you for everything that you do to help others in this community. It's so awesome. You're so awesome. And he doesn't like to be he doesn't like to be the center of attention. But we do appreciate you. So definitely stick around, because we want to get some advice here if we got time. But let's get Mr. Henry in the hot seat. Mr. In It to Win It himself. Thank you so much. Can't wait to hear more about your project and what you're building.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity to be here. And it's hard to follow the lineup that you put me behind. So many amazing people. I mean, honestly, I admire all of you. Like, everything you do, every person does such unique things in your own way. I absolutely admire everybody on the panel. So what I told you earlier, I lost some money. I seen the bridge that needed to be gapped. And so I went into it trying to, I thought teaching a game or making a game would really help to teach. I realized that there was more to it, and you go down these roads. But I started out at XRP Las Vegas last year. Is really where I started making a mark with this whole thing. And I didn't know anybody. I wasn't in any of these spaces. I wasn't on X. Once again, I'm new to all this. And so I just went out there and I shook hands. I told them who I was, and I told them what I was trying to do. And slowly but surely, people seen that, because there was a lot of hype, especially last year, compared to this year. So, but you see a lot of people get wrong reasons. And but I'm glad that people could see that I honestly have true intentions of what I'm trying to do. The website I put out there for education is absolutely free. I'm not charging anybody for anything. I don't want anything from anybody. I don't want people to lose money like I did. I don't want somebody that's getting into it to get scammed by somebody. If I can help do that, I feel like God put me on this path. Like I think a lot of other people on the panel, a lot of other people in XRP, I see they feel like they're following a path that God put them on, like Michael said earlier. And I think that's good. I think we're all in a good place doing this. But so I did this. I went to New York to the swell meetings and stuff like this. Been doing I went back to Vegas for the Shark Tank. I was on there with Tara, Mike, and James and Jumpy and all of them. Yeah. And that was very exciting. I got to meet a lot of really cool people there. I'm going to be honest. Last year was really neat because I met I actually just got a really nice sponsorship and people coming in. So y'all are going to see a lot of changes actually happening on the site. That's the reason you were like, you want to share? I'm like, I kind of do, but I kind of don't.
You heard it first on Dipito Show exclusive once again, folks.
Thank you. Thank you. And it's going to allow me to do a lot more because I was an electrician, you know, and I definitely wasn't a coder. I think Michael actually has that up on me. I wasn't a coder at all. You know what I mean? And I paid some people about $30,000 to get something off the ground that really didn't get going where it was going. And I was running out of funds. And so I taught myself to put this stuff together and started working with different people that I trusted. And so now we have a schoolhouse that you can go. You get to go and take your lessons. It starts off with the basics, right? Where the value of money comes from. How wallets and keys and seed phrases and all this works, and it goes into networking and how that works with securities and stuff like this, mining and things like that. Goes into the building phase and then into the future phase, like where crypto's going, what do we need to be looking at, but nothing too serious to make people feel like I'm trying to teach you to make money, because I'm not. I really just prefer to keep you from failing. If I can keep you from failing, then I've done good. You know what I mean? Like I'd love to make everybody rich, but if I can just keep you from losing money, I feel like I've done something well in my path. And like Melissa was saying, we do have some other things other than the schoolhouse there. We have the crypto trail. I had some other games I had to take off and fixing them in the background, but the crypto trail is up and running, and it's a simulation day trading, basically is what it is. So I took Oregon Trail and I kind of skinned it over day trading. So it's a little more fun. You're not losing any money. You're able to see how much money you can lose really quickly. Unlike me, when I was watching YouTube and I thought I knew everything, and I was like, oh, and I went in there and I lost money like that. Yeah. And these are things that people like me that aren't exactly from, like I said, the technical background, it helps to bridge that gap. You know, it helps. I'm not even gonna lie. Since doing this, I've learned a lot because I've had to go through the schoolhouse again and again and again. You know, and so I'm actually learning a lot more than I knew originally coming into actually building it. And so that's always motivating.
Yeah.
But I would also like to share that, you know, I've had a few people, family and friends I knew that will come on the spaces and go, Henry, when I first started coming on, I knew nothing. At least now, after a month or so, I pick up on a couple words. I know what they're saying when they're saying blockchain. I know what they're talking about when they're saying, you know, keys and seed phrases. I understand this now. You know, they might not understand everything we get into, but at least they feel like they're part of the conversation some. And that's extremely important, because if someone don't feel like they belong, they will not stay there.
Amen.
And we want people to feel comfortable. And so I think I'm most certainly not the answer to everything by far, as far as bringing people that aren't there in, but people that are like me, people that I've sat on job sites with and talked with, you know, because just like Michael, you know, I still work on a job site a lot, you know, from time to time. And well, I'm not so much anymore. But anyways, I sit down and I discuss this stuff with these people. And when you go to talking to them, you can see the blankness hit their eyes. Unless you're talking about them making money, it just goes right over their head because they don't understand it. So I'm praying what I'm giving them here will give them opportunity to understand it more. They'll feel like they're at a car dealership without a car dealer. And so they won't feel like they're pressured. Right.
Right.
And down the road, we do have a a parent site that's going to be coming out that will have the crypto trail where you actually trade on it. Going through a lot of things, making sure that's straightened out. The sponsorship and some people I'm helping them build some projects for and stuff right now are helping making that dream come to fruition, hopefully in the next year. But lots of really good things. What you see there is most certainly a most valuable or minimal viable product, MVP. It is getting polished slowly but surely. Eventually it will be hopefully like the Duolingo of crypto education is what I really would like to kind of lean towards, give you 15 minutes a day, let you study, learn, nothing too much pressure. If you want to go play one of the games, you can go play one of the games and understand it, what you just learned here, how it applied here, and you don't have to worry about nobody coming in and saying, hey, come buy this. Or if you learn this, you can make this amount of money. I don't really like that if I can help it.
Yeah, you're anti-pitch. You're anti-pitch, right?
I have your website pulled up. Can I share it? Because it's super cute.
Yeah, it's very cartoonish, guys. I wanted it for all ages.
I love it, you guys. Like it is. I definitely want to try to share it full screen.
Go for it.
But this is the in it to win it. I2W.fun. Crypto Academy, crypto and digital assets education for all. I'm kind of disappointed you don't have the cowboy hat on, but I know why you don't. I love it here. You got the little cowboy, but you got your schoolhouse. Is there anywhere in particular that I should take folks to? You can just
click on the Ledger just click on the Ledger Academy there. It'll take us into the schoolhouse. And if you go down, see, there's actually 3 schoolhouses that are coming out. I collaborate with Gopnik right now, and they set up their own academy. And I'll kind of give a little bit of leak out here. Liquid Acres is what that other schoolhouse is going to be. And so this is my schoolhouse. Yeah, you'd have to put in your email and stuff. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
I don't have a quick demo for you here.
No worries.
But yeah, so Liquid Acres and it's actually the full Liquid Acre, Manzana, and Hector. It's a Liquid this, Liquid that, but they're all basically one company, but running 3 cars in the race. Either way, they come to me about helping them create the educational platform that helps with their stuff and a really neat game that I can't exactly break down for you, but I'll tell you there's nothing like it out there, and it's very, very exciting. Everybody's going to really, really get on board when they see this, but it's upcoming.
Lots for now, right?
Yeah.
No worries. But yeah, this is really cool. Yeah, so you've got the Academy. You can put your email and create an account. And this is absolutely free, right?
Yep.
For people to join. It's not going to cost them anything, right?
No. You just go on there, and just like the crypto trail, you can actually go in and demo without putting your email or nothing in. You're just not going to be able to save your progress. You know what I mean? Like that's how you save your progress in crypto trail, to keep your ledger, to go look at your ledger and go, oh, I did good here. Oh, I did bad there. There's no money exchange on this thing at all. So you can even send your kids to this thing. Nobody's going to take anything from them. Nobody's going to try and screw them in any kind of way. And I'm totally against anything like that. I want everybody to feel as safe and comfortable with what I do as I can. Mm-hmm. And down the road, who was it? I think Stone in one of the other spaces, he was talking about doing a wallet or something like that for kids or something. Or not for kids, but just whenever you do the thing. And I'm nervous about kids because I don't exactly know the legalities. I don't have the money for the lawyers yet, but eventually down the road, that's not a bad idea. You know what I mean? But that all comes with funds. Like
learning, grow, dip a toe, baby. That's what it is.
I'm doing this all by myself. I'm a one-man army when it comes to this thing. And it's daunting at times, most certainly. Yeah. I'm a single father, you know what I mean, and doing this and trying to. And I'm granted, people have a whole lot more than me. I am not complaining. God holds me high, and that's how I get by, and that's the truth. And I also seen Corn in the space earlier. I want to give a shout out to Corn because one of the guys from Corn Space actually come and went onto the site and said how much he's enjoying going through the stuff. He's actually learned a few things that he didn't really think about before that was put in front of him in a different way. He said he enjoys the humor, and now he's going to get his wife and his wife's friends and all them on it because they want to learn, but it's always been hard for them to understand. And that was one of the biggest compliments for me, was that, someone not only went and enjoyed it that wasn't a friend or family or someone I kind of knew personally. And not only did they enjoy it, but they're sharing it with their friends. And they're like, this is helping. That meant the world to me. It really did.
Yep. Been there. Henry, you mentioned a little bit that you're a Sparky, aka an electrician. And are you doing that full time as well?
What, you need some work done?
Maybe. Actually, that inspires a whole nother side hustle thing that I'm working on as well, but unrelated to crypto. But you can be paid in crypto. But let's not talk about that. No, I'm a tradesman. I'm a union sheet metal worker. Okay. So I'm very relatable to, hey, I want to fill the gap. I see a problem here. I want to try to go fix it. Right. Mm-hmm. I'm in this. I personally am in this. I really need to quit my job. And there's a cash flow there. It's good, but I really need to quit. There's too many missed opportunities and too much time to where it's like, I really need to be over here. And so my question to you is have you already gone through that and what did you do? Or are you just really in the middle of that transition of like, okay, I gotta back out. No, I gotta jump back in. Okay, I really gotta get back out. No, I come back in. Where are you at with that? Because it's very relatable to me personally.
Dude, this is a great question because honestly, the last couple months has been exactly that. So when I went to Vegas, I was like, I've got to do something because I'm doing and supporting this whole. Trying to keep from using foul language, supporting this whole thing by myself.
Side language.
Yeah, because that's what. And so. It got to a point that, I look at my kids and I'm like, what more could I give them if I wasn't given to this? Right. Sure. And you have to look at things like this sometimes. And so I was like, well, something's going to happen or I have to put it down. And because I was already had, because I was doing part-time to do this. I had backed off and went to do it because I have so many friends in the business that I have work. But I'll tell you, one of the biggest problems that happened to me that made me have to do this. And I'm not complaining about what happened here because God bless everybody and their families and God help them that went through the bad things that happened in the war recently over in Iran. But it really put a stifle on what was happening as far as the way my work was lined up because it wasn't lined up no more. It was backed off here or there. It was like, well, we're pushing off a week.
Very familiar. Very familiar.
I got to be in Vegas that week. Or I'm going to be down in Miami, or I got to go see my son in New York. My stuff was so finite that I only had so much time, and it really screwed me up. And when I looked at it, I was like, well, I'm going to lose my ass if I don't do something. If I don't go back to work full time and put this to the side, I'm not a good father. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I one of the guys one of the companies, Liquidator, and then was talking about coming in and working with us anyways. And so we were having a meeting when we were in Vegas. I had a couple of them actually. And I sat down with them and I told them exactly what was going on. I said, look, I'm thin here. I'm spread like toast. I need to figure something out. I can't it's not okay for my kids not to have the best of what I can give them when I have, and I'm putting it somewhere else. It's not going nowhere. And, but that was it is honestly, it got to a part that was just like, well, God, you're going to open it one way or another. I'm gonna fill out my stuff to go back work full time. I'm gonna talk to people, and whatever comes to me is going to come to me, and that will be my decision.
Right. Okay.
God bless me with this. Now, granted, I'm still doing some side work because this doesn't take up all my time. There is times that I'm waiting on somebody else to come back to me. This is the way teams work. I had to learn this working on my own with their project. It's like you can't rush stuff. You got to chill. And so I still have, if someone is like, hey, man, I need some cameras and the wires ran to them to hardwire them through my house and I know them, hell yeah, I'm going to go make that $400 or $500. You know what I mean? Because I can make it in an hour, a couple of hours. And man, that's more stuff for me and my kids.
That's right.
But I have the opportunity not to have to do that all the time anymore. And I have the opportunity to go where I'm needed now doing this that I feel like I was put to do. This is my path. And I think
Yeah, I'm definitely in that boat. I have multiple talks with the angel in my life, and she knows. I'm like, honey, I know where I'm supposed to. I know where I'm currently at right now, is where I'm supposed to be, and to a degree, right? This is helping out a lot of things while I'm waiting for other things to be ready for me to jump back over there. Um, but it's definitely hard to watch that kind of unfold and going, man, I just all my time is like you said, stretched thin, and not just money wise. I mean,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it's really just time, like sleep, focus, attention to things, people, clients, etc. Blah 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 blah. I mean, all of us are builders here in one way, shape, or form. I mean, I know we can all relate, and at some point, there's a prefaces where you have to choose left or right.
Yeah.
You can't go straight no more.
Yeah.
You can't go
For
straight
sure.
and float your hands out like this. You gotta go left or you gotta go right. And so thank you for sharing that in your journey, because I know there's others out there in this digital asset space that are maybe wanting to build. I mean, we got a lot of inspiration tonight from everybody tonight to just go do it. That seems to be the underlying theme tonight. Just go do it. Go out there, start building something. Just do it. Find a problem. If you have a problem, fix your problem, and then let it progress from there. And but it's it's good to talk about these other things, not just about our projects and our missions, but the behind the scenes struggle, the things we don't talk about, the headspace, where we're trying to be focused, but we recognize milk just went up 50 cents. How am I going to combat that? Right. Like right now, today in the immediacy, right? Because that's the world we come from, paycheck to paycheck, kind of a thing. And so anyway, so thank you for sharing that. Because I'm very much in that boat right now. Like, I need to jump. I want to jump right now.
We all need to
jump.
We all need to jump. This
you're gonna make it.
This is is there any final words regarding the project? Because this is a perfect segue. We've got about 15 minutes or so before the end of the show, and I do want to ask a roundtable type of question. But is there anything else? I did share the link to your website. I think it's fantastic. Any final thoughts on your project?
No, just I really appreciate everything and everybody here and everybody that comes and supports, and God bless everybody. That's it.
No,
really easy.
I love it. I definitely want to ask this question because this is kind of segueing into you're talking about the challenges of building. There's the advice, right? And I kind of want to go around quickly of what advice do you have for anybody that is thinking of either dipping their toe into crypto in general, learning more about it, or wanting to build something, and let's kind of go around the room in the same order with Jumby and Tara, Mike, and then James and Michael and Henry.
Okay, so if somebody was going to get into crypto and I needed to give them some kind of advice, what I would say is there's no time like the present. You're not promised the future, and why live in the past? This is the best time to be alive. The tools are the most active and functionally integratable that you could ever have access to. Take an old idea, make a new idea, just make something. And do it on XRP.
Just do it on XRP. Nice job. Mike, what do you say?
So I think the secret is delusional optimism. Whatever it is that you're going to do, just know that you'll do it. Even if you don't know how you're going to do it, just know that you will, to the point of delusional optimism, to where people around you look at you funny and are like, I think he might be crazy. if people around you aren't saying that, you're not going hard enough.
You know, here's one thing I did want to shout you out. And it meant so much to me, but Dipito Show streamed the Las Vegas pitch deck that you guys were part of, and you sent a message and said, Melissa, for the first time, my family got me. They understood me. And I was like, this is so fantastic. That they could actually see what you guys were all about, and that, you know, you're a mover and a shaker. You're making something of yourself, and you're doing something that's incredibly unique, and it's part of the future. And so I just want to say thank you for sharing in that little moment with the Dipito Show.
Yeah, thank you for doing it. Like, I didn't even know that was happening. That just all happened, and it was probably one of the bigger surprises of that whole entire week, was like my uncle finding the stream and seeing for the first time like what we're doing. Even though I've been talking about it for years, that was the first time like anyone in my family ever actually saw what it was.
I love it. I love it. Well, I really appreciate you sharing that story. Let's go to James Wood. What advice do you have for folks?
I really like what Simon had to say of just do it, dip a toe, because for me, when I started building, I had no idea what I was doing, or even if I thought I had some idea, as I progressed a little further, it became more of like I'm just driving in a cloud of fog, and you have no idea. So, but as you keep going further, it kind of unravels. So just have faith in the journey. You might have no idea where you're going, but it'll kind of unravel and build itself.
Love it. Yeah, man.
You are one amazing young man. You're just blow my mind. You're so awesome. You're so well spoken. I'm so proud of you. And you're not my child, but I'm just like we're gonna see this young man. And guess what, guys? He was
watch out. She's gonna pinch your cheeks, bro.
Dipito Show is bringing you the future, and you are going to see this young man in the future. Mark my words. And you saw me here first on the Dipito Show. So I want to thank you so much for coming on, James. All right, let's get Michael back in the hot seat. XRPman, what do you got to share? What kind of piece of wisdom do you have to share with the Dipito audience? And you're on mute.
So I feel like, I know these guys are excited, and but I feel like this isn't for everyone. Well, crypto probably is, but I don't think building. Let me say this: it's going to be hard. It's going to be a lot of sleepless nights. It's going to be a lot of errors. There's going to be a lot of error correcting. There's going to be a lot of talking, and a lot of listening, and a lot of learning, and it's very difficult. I would liken it to crossing the ocean in the 1400s or 1500s to get to America. And by the time you get there, you've learned so much. But I got to say, it's got to be worth it. I feel like I was sent here, so I feel like I don't have any choice. It's kind of like a mission. To me, it's more like a job that I can finish. So my advice would be do your own research, and don't think it's going to be easy, because it's not going to be easy, because anything that's worthwhile is going to be painful. So I guess that's what I got to say.
I love it. I love it. I concur. I think it's fantastic advice. Let's see, Henry, what advice do you have for the Dipito family?
Well, Michael took one of mine. For sure, do your own research. That's one of the most important things. And is this just people getting into crypto or people building in crypto?
Either one, really. I mean, advice for anyway.
I'm gonna go with just getting into crypto, building in crypto. Kind of that, like Michael said, it can get difficult. But as far as getting into crypto, it's a great thing to get into. There's no time like the present, like Jumbie said. But leave your emotions out of it. Your emotions have no place in investing. When you're investing your money, you have to leave. When something changes, you can't lose your heart and lose your money as well. So when you're doing it, just keep calm. Know that just follow whatever path you put in first. If you made it, you made it. If you failed, you failed, but you didn't lose your heart. And because that will kill you. That'll make you not want to ever do anything with it again. So just don't be emotional going into it. Understand it's an investment. Don't do day trading. Go in and you can do day trading later, but go in and invest first and learn about it. Do your research, like Michael said.
There you go.
I love it. I love it. I'm going to put Simon in the hot seat next. Simon, what piece?
Here we go, home run.
Yeah. What piece of advice do you have for the Dipito family?
Okay, so this actually applies to both. Both the individuals just getting into this digital asset space, as far as the investment part, as well as the next phase, which usually follows some of us, and that's the building phase. And it's a quote from one of my favorite books that I talk about on the show. Where the determination is, the way can be found. Where the determination is, the way can be found. And that's from The Richest Man in Babylon. And they're talking about mindset. So, yes, very much so. So if you're determined in doing the thing, as it was just talked about, the way can be found. You won't know in the beginning. You know and figure it out along the way. Peace and love, baby. Woo!
Peace and love. and we like to call that graduating. That's what I like to call it anyway. I like to call it graduating.
Your turn. Whoa. Get back in the hot seat.
Wait. What just happened?
Your
I
turn.
don't know. Everybody's blue. My turn. My piece of advice is don't sell yourself short. If you stumble upon the Dipito show, you're here for a reason. You were led to stumble upon this show. A lot of people are very intimidated when it comes to things like finance, money, cryptocurrency, digital assets. You know, you got James Wood talking about tokenizing land and, you know, all of this kind of stuff. And, you know, Spectral Art with their the things that they're building. It's very technical, really. You have all that knowledge behind the art. You have someone creating a website that is going to teach everybody, but when you look at it, it's a very elaborate website that you have built. And then, of course, you've got Michael, who is like incorporating everything, building all these tools. And you think, how in the heck can I do this? How can I learn this? You know, you can figure it out. You go slow, you dip your toe, you keep coming back to the Dipito show every week and join the community with us. And that is one of the most important things that I would say for anybody that's wanting to dip their toe. Be part of a network, be part of a community with like-minded folks, and be able to ask your questions. If you get yourself in a group of folks where you feel like you're not allowed to ask a question, it's probably not the right environment for you to be in, particularly if you're a newbie, because there are a lot of folks that are out there that will want to take advantage of you. So the do your own research is for real. We all have to do it. We all started somewhere. And just if you apply yourself, there's lots of us out here that are waiting for you with open arms. So please join us. That's my piece of advice. Of course, I have a lot more. We have 6 minutes left, and what I would like to do is this is not the right one that I want. Okay, there we go. This is better. I don't know if you guys have heard about XRPL Cancun. I'm sure most of you have, but I just want to share a little bit about it with our audience right now because we are coming up on a time where it's you need to get your tickets soon. You know, it's coming up in August, but if I can share this real quick while I'm talking about it. For those of you who don't know, you can go to either XRPL-Cancun.com or you can go straight to freeworld.com, which is the website that I have pulled up right now. We are having an event. It is in Cancun. It's an all-inclusive event that includes your food, your lodging, your transportation from the airport to the resort itself, and the 2-day conference. Most folks are going from the 6th through the 10th, I think. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So 4-day, 5-day, 4-night, or you could choose a 3-day or a 3-night, 4-day stay with the conference smashed in between. But this is an all-inclusive environment filled with your friends and your family. Kids 12 and under are free. Free 90 free for them. There are people on the activities to help with the children. We have weekly meetings, planning meetings every Tuesday. So if you are interested, please reach out to us to the Dip a Toe Show or me on X account. We can get you added to the email invite, and where we talk about the planning stages of this event. But like I said, if you get your tickets now, the price is cheaper. If you use our code DIP when you check out, you will save yourself a little bit of money there. And one of the things that's really unique about this particular event is that it is built on the XRP ledger, and it is one of the only, or if not the first, event where you can cash out with either RLUSD or XRP at checkout, which is very unique and ledger centric. So please, if you're interested, reach out to us. And one other final thought: if you have a business like the In It to Win It, your learning platform that you got there, or Tierradex or Spectral, you guys, you can have a free booth. It doesn't cost anything to come and advertise your business. We want you there. We encourage you there. This is the only year that the booth sections are going to be for free. But we do need to get those booked by July 1. Have those reserved. So if you are a business and you want a cool business write-off expense and hanging out with a bunch of cool people, reach out to us and get those tickets, and we will set you up with everything you need. So I hope everybody does go check that out. And let me stop sharing that. I do want to thank everybody that came today. You guys were awesome. This was just a fantastic conversation. I want to invite you to come to the Dip a Toe After Dark show. It starts at 10:10 on X. I put the link in the chat. And any final thoughts real quick? We got about 1 minute left if you want to say any final words. Anyone?
If no one's got anything, Jumby's got something really cool like alpha to drop, but it's visual.
Oh, do it. Where am I at? Let's get him in the big. Get over there, Jumpy. Oh, what are we looking at?
So they're the Jumby trading cards in the slabs.
Oh
nice.
My gosh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Love it.
Where can they get these cards at, fellas?
We'll be putting them on the website soon. They just got here like right before the show. So it's like kind of exciting that we just got them, and y'all are the first to ever see them.
I tell you, it's what we do here on the Dip a Toe show, right?
1 minute.
All right, guys. Thank you all. I hope everyone has a blessed day. We will see you next week on Dip a Toe Faces of Crypto, Dip a Toe Show, Wednesdays, 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be square. Have a good rest of the night.
Welcome and hello. Let's chat about the things that we'd like to know. With Simon and Melissa, you feel right at home. Talking crypto, maybe you should just dip your toes. You laugh and you love where the community grows. On the Dip Toe Show.